Boys and girls, I might sound a little bit muffled. That's because I was pog maxing this morning from the live stream. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, Kuro deserves the glaze. A lot of the times I know it can be cringe when people are glazing a game. It's like, oh my God, bro, relax, take their meat out your mouth. But Kuro actually is not getting enough praise for this cyberpunk collaboration based off what we've seen in the 3.4 live stream. You know, for me to deliver what I would regard a truly good collaborative experience is not just the gameplay of the characters, the intricacy of the characters, and how much fun you're having in the combat experience. It is also a story experience, which, to be fair, we have not consumed that just yet, but it's also immersing yourself inside of the world of that collab, and that involves accurate and high quality presentation of the world design. This was something that I was kind of concerned about because, well, gacha games have a reputation of delivering subpar experiences when it comes to these elements of a collaboration experience. But Kuro knocked it out of the park. Now, we have a great reference point. I might have teased it to you in the thumbnail, but a lot of us have PTSD from the first Fate collab in HSR. They had this same amount of time, a 1-year period, to deliver a high quality collaboration experience. And I have just the video to take us right back down memory lane. But this is why I want to reference this and show you the difference in Kuro. And please, HSR fans, I'm not hating on HSR. It's kind of just funny. It's kind of also a bit of truth in there. I hope the second collab, they knock it out of the park and do a better job. But gameplay wise, HSR did their thing with the collab characters. Story wise, presentation wise, representation wise, in the story, in the world design, let's face it, that shit was ass. It really was. Before we get into it though, a word from our sponsor. Etheria Restart has always been about strategical turn-based PvP and PvE. Building the right team, making the smart plays combined with their build system is the core focus of the game. Well, a brand new tactical imprint system was introduced with their current Season 4 update with the sole focus of expanding upon that strategical depth in Etheria Restart. Now the good news is each imprint is actually shareable across all your animus, giving consistent passive traits that shape how they perform. You can customize them further with 4 sockets, slotting components to directly boost your offensive power, your defensive resilience, or even your vitality. And yes, speed is included. Now you might be wondering, how do I even access the system? Well, good question. Everything is progressed and crafted through the new hyperkernel factory system. All you got to do is gather resources, level up your imprints, experiment with different setups, and refine them over time. This system adds meaningful layers to the strategy of the PvP experience. You can tailor your squad strength a bit more precisely, adapt to different matchups, and create builds that reward smart plays. It's not about a one-size-fits-all power, it's about giving you better tools to outthink your opponents and deepen the tactical experience that Etheria Restart is focused on. Now, the tactical imprint system is live now in Season 4. Once again, the design of it is to expand upon the strategical depth of PvP. If you want to give it a chance, click on the link down below in the description box or the pinned comment in the comment section to download Etheria Restart now. Thanks Etheria Restart for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it. Now, I made my video on this a very long time ago. 10 months ago, probably more closer to 11 months. It just doesn't say it until it actually hits 11 months. 65,000 views, 1 year for this about the Fate collab. Guys, this, you might have seen this meme before, right? And I pulled it up. How is this possible? Why am I in Britain? You might have seen this meme before. You probably don't even know what the hell it means. It's maybe you're like coming into the gacha sphere a little bit later on and you saw this floating around and you're like, I don't get it. This meme came it came from this. Well, not my original video, although I was one of the first people to go in on it. It came from the Fate Stay Night collab the first time around. And the problem with that collab, which I want to show you this one more time. This is a Genshin Impact character inside of an actual Genshin Impact map. And I remember when I made the video shitting on the collab, I was talking about how it looked like they just took some Mondstadt and Leeway assets and called it Great Britain, which is where Saber's from. Inside of this collab, this area is Saber from Fate Stay Night going back to Great Britain. But when you look at this, and I'm playing it in a fast-paced mode, when you look at this, it literally just looks like HSR bar Genshin Impact assets and put it inside of here and called it Great Britain, which, I mean, the whole, almost unanimously, there's always going to be those people who try to like cope. Almost unanimously, the entire HSR community shitted all over this. To make matters worse, there was lack of voice acting lines from Saber in the collab characters. There were no voice acting lines. Now, to be fair, at this point, there was a SAG after strike ongoing that kind of gotten in the way of that, most likely, more than likely. And so the VAs literally were not working for, their own reasons and their own fights. That's a whole nother ball game. But this here was the entirety of the Great Britain or the Fate World collab experience, sitting inside of this area, talking to Saber. And in the background, you run around this little area for a little bit. It shows off this. The presentation is so booty cheeks, and you call it a day. This was the collab experience, and it gave a lot of people PTSD. Gave a lot of us PTSD. So when I take that into consideration, I need you guys to understand that going into the Wuthering Waves collab, where you guys get spoiled with the story presentation of wuwa being a 10 out of 10 experience, top of the line quality, beautiful presentation, left, right, up, down. But it's still something that you have to remind yourself how much work, effort, love, care, and attention is going into this stuff and being brought into you. All you got to do is use that as a baseline, right? So take that into mind. And then I pull up first reveal of the Night City. Look at how... Just look at how high quality this is, guys. It isn't just an area where you talk to Lucy in this one spot with the Night City in the back, and then that's it. Immersive experience as minimal as possible. They went all out, man. Now, it might not be a whole new region, which would be insane, but this is like, it's looking like it's going to be a Sonaro sphere. They called it a Samoir. And this is a real Night City experience. Some of this stuff is a one-to-one from the anime, and it even looks better. Like, it's crazy how much they went in on this Night City map design. And I am confident that it's probably gonna be permanent. We'll make another video when the 3.4 live stream goes live, and I get to experience the full-blown story in full. But just by the looks of what they're showing off here, you go in here, there's already seems to be so many different places that you can visit. They've even later on in the stream, they show off cyberpunk activities and elements, such as like, hacking systems with Lucy's ability to like spirit walk, or it's I forget what it's called. I always forget what it's called. Devastan, Devastan. You know what I'm talking about. Look how good Lucy looks, fully voice acted. They've got freaking Adam Smasher in here. They've got Rebecca in here. And then they're going to be showing, and they even teased the little David action with the moon. It's like, brother, but look at this. Look at how good this shit looks. We went, brother, I'm sorry. We're going from this. Why am I in Great Britain, brother? From this, okay? To this. I mean, shit, bro. I don't mean to shove the meat down the throat of Kuro Games, but they deserve the glaze here. This looks extraordinary. Look, it keeps going. It keeps going. They've got a John Wick Easter egg in the back over there. It doesn't get, actually, well, I'm not gonna say it doesn't get better than this, but they knocked it out of the park in terms of a representation experience. And so, to finish this video off, I just want you guys to understand that it's important that we acknowledge when companies are actually accurately representing the collab you've been waiting on for an entire year. It's not just the gameplay from Rebecca and Lucy. It's not just the fact that we're getting Adam Smasher as a fight, which I'm gonna be real, that shit is amazing. It's more than that. Because another thing that's important about these collabs is that you're connecting the players of each individual or respective communities to the collab IPs, right? We're trying to get the cyberpunk people to like wuwa. We're trying to get the wuwa people to go and watch cyberpunk anime. And to do that, it involves the devs accurately portraying the product and representing it to the most of their capabilities. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video because I think there's probably people who aren't really fully understanding the level of quality that they're getting in that Night City map versus the level of quality Kuro Games could have very well have given you, and people would have just ate it up anyways. This is why you have annoying glaze about Kuro Games all the time. And trust me, I understand it. It does get annoying sometimes. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, bro, this level of glaze is unwarranted, bro. Y'all got to relax. This is not one of those those moments. I think this is something that is exemplary of why Kuro Games has the reputation they have. A lot of people had been said this about the PGR collab with DMC. They said it was a fantastic knockout of the park collab. And so now Kuro Games has solidified themselves as a company that when they announce a collab with an IP, you bet your ass they're going to deliver it to you with this level of quality. That's going to wrap up this video. You guys comment down below. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, and happiness. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.